There you are. Hello. Sergeant Malone speaking. Yeah.
And what?
Third precinct checking in. Yeah? Oh, I talked to that lady myself. Yes. Nothing. Some kid swiped a pint bottle of milk off her back porch. She's making herself happy by telling the rest of the neighborhood it was a peeping Tom. Well, the kid? Oh, no. I made him put that bottle back. Yeah. Then I got him a quart myself off of the porch next door. The kid was thirsty. Sure. All right. Goodbye.
Come on. Take him in there. Hey, cut it out. What do you think this is? Come on. Hello, come on. Hey, Dan. Hey, what's it all about? Disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
Hey, come here.
Are you?
I am not. I hope that's clear to you now. Go on, here, you two. Get together. Shake hands. Go on, Mick. Go on, friend. Go ahead, get it. Now, go on upstairs, the both of you. Go ahead, get up there. Hold on. Them two kids have been up gambling all night in that incubator of crime.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, boys will be boys. Yeah, I know, but you gotta pinch somebody once in a while, don't you?
Yeah, so you can get yourself a swell record of 30 arrests a month, no conviction.
Hi, Sarge.
Oh, kid.
Oh, Mick. Say, listen, Dan. Them two ain't up to any good either.
What do you think of that?
They belong to that athletic club. Listen, hangouts like that are environment. And when you don't step on it, environment breeds crime. All you got to do to clean up a district is to understand the psychology back of it.
Oh, walnuts. Quit reading those detective novels, will you? What do you want me to do? Arrest a lot of psychology?
Get out of the way, will you? Will you light someplace?
Don't bother me. Can't you see I'm playing a game? I'm 3 blocks ahead now. Come on, Watts.
Been waiting for you, Dan.
Yeah? What's the rap?
Your kid brother tore up in this truck about 3 this morning with Eddie Evans. Both of them cockeyed. I made Evans leave the truck and I walked him home.
Oh.
There's nothing in it. There probably was, though, with Evans driving. So, I'd get it off of your doorstep if I was you.
Sure. Thanks, Joyce. What? Stop in at Evans's and tell her to come up and take this away from here, will you?
And give my love to his sister. Remembering to duck what she throws at you. Thanks, Joey.
Thanks.
Good morning, Mother. Cake and powder biscuits. Mrs. Malone, young lady, was it you that invented that about the way to a man's heart seeing through his stomach?
I did.
Yes.
Finding early. 'Twas no good trying to get anything through their thick heads.
Go, come back here. Whose girl are you?
Yours, Ray.
Yes.
Though it's killing me with the hours you keep. Get Ray up. Your father will be taking the hide off of both of you for making me cook on the European brand.
Eddie here?
What's Eddie done?
Nothing. Only he was out with Ray Malone last
To
night.
get my brother to leave his brother alone, Dan Malone sent you...
With his love.
How can his mother spare it?
Out with it. What's Ed been up to? Up till all hours of the night. Left his truck in front of Malone's, that's all, and Dan thought he might forget it, so...
Then he took me to that warehouse again.
Dad, I'll ask him. You and Eddie. Thanks.
I didn't say anything.
No, but you would if you thought to get somebody in a jam, wouldn't you?
I ain't saying anything, Evans. but you know the kind of mobs the kids of this neighborhood is running with.
Eddie, but you've got to listen, dear. You promised me. Doesn't it mean anything that you promised?
Oh, I'm asleep.
Eddie, get up.
Hey, what?
Please, dear. Be careful of Dad. He doesn't want you working for that outfit. Oh, Eddie, it's no fun living like this, squabbling and fighting.
I'm weak. Listen, I'll work for whoever I want to. Get that? Oh, you're a good kid, though. Even though you don't know what it's all about.
Don't I?
Go on, girl. You be late. Son. What do you mean? Listen. What were you and Ray doing last night?
Nothing. Let me alone, will you?
If I ever catch you with that murdering gang up in the last...
Shut up and get out of here.
I'm warning you for the last time. Understand that? I try to bring you up in a righteous manner. To live and be right. But what do you retain? Nothing. Absolutely. You go different from everything I tried to teach you. I'm disgusted with you. Absolutely disgusted with you. And if I ever catch you trucking, I'll try to teach you right from wrong. And I find this isn't drawn in one ear and out the other. You take... Ray!
Get that boy up, Danny. I need the sheets for the wash.
Right, Captain.
All right. The coffee will be cold and everything on the table, not fit to eat.
Oh, Ray. Ray, come on. Get up. Your mother wants you. Come on, Ray. Come on. Get up.
Oh, all right.
Come on. Get up out of there.
Oh, you big beanpole.
Go on, you little runt. Fire!
Where is it?
You'll find out. Come on, get up.
I don't say it. You know, come
No,
on.
I wouldn't. No, baby. Come on. Let me down. What do you mean, let you down? I'll let you down. I'll let you down. Don't worry about that.
I can eat with you for this. That's a dirty trick. I wouldn't do that to you.
You got two more chances.
Oh, boy.
Take him out.
Yeah, and dust them off, too.
Those two boys will be the death of me yet.
Sit down there, darling.
I'll get off.
I'll get it, Mother. Hello, kid. Uh-oh, the war's on.
Good morning, Mrs. Malone.
Hello, darling. Sit down.
Hi, Kitty.
Well, you never can explain anything about a Malone. I want to talk to you.
It's after hours, Miss Evans. You'll have to see me in my office.
Your office. The lamppost in front of that athletic club, I suppose you'll need.
Turn off that water and drive
Listen,
them.
All right, Ma. Sit down.
You big beanpole.
Coffee, Kitty?
No, thanks. Dan, why don't you work at being an officer of the law for a change? And keep these kids of ours from learning how to go wrong at that athletic club.
Oh,
Boys didn't used to be like this, did they?
no, and neither did women's skirts. Mother. Ain't she gorgeous?
He's that, darling.
Dan, listen. Eddie and Ray, all these kids, like you, they think you're great. And that's another thing about them that's a lot of molasses to me.
Well, I used to think you used to think I was swell.
I do, yes, Dan.
Well, then what are you...
Because you're separating us farther and farther apart, Danny, by this attitude of yours. It's sending our brothers to the dogs. After all, I can't marry just a happy-go-lucky lass, can I?
But I don't know anything that the kids are doing that's wrong, except having a little fun while they're still free of a wife and able to enjoy themselves, like me. Though anybody else having a good time is enough to drive some people frantic nowadays.
My father
Just
said...
who I'm speaking of.
Can you blame him with Eddie?
Well, if he'd let those kids alone.
Let him alone. What do you think Eddie and Ray are trucking? Dry goods?
kidding me, Danny?
Oh, nothing. I think that brother of hers is trucking liquor.
Is it?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Is Ray too?
No.
Did you ask him?
Yep. Eddie's no good, maybe. But that old man of his is putting the devil into him by turning that home of theirs into a 7-day-a-week Sunday school. Oh, well, that's none of our affairs. Our Ray's all right.
Except for the company he keeps. Ray goes as the wind blows, Danny, like his father before him. And with Mrs. Johnson, next door's son, in prison, and that Riley boy down the street in the reform school for the 3rd time, and me bragging over the territory for my boys like I do, if anything happened to the young one in there, I'd call it a day. I like that brother of yours, Danny.
So do I, Captain. Do you remember how the old man used to say that you were the girl with the prettiest eyes in Brooklyn?
Oh, that's just dear. Keep that soft up for Kitty. The child could be standing some with the 2 men she's got.
I'd be asking her something if she and me had quit scrapping long enough for me to get in a word.
And she'd make a grand wife for you, too. But you couldn't support a canary.
What?
After headquarters gets through taking the fines out of your pay, and... I'd better shine this up, or they'll be fining you for the dirt. It's rusty, boy.
Yeah, from that partner crying on me shoulder. Just because I won't let him put the whole precinct in jail.
Oh, Ray,
Yeah.
is Eddie Evans trucking booze?
Yeah. A lot of money in it.
Did you help him last night?
Nope. Met him when he got through. He had a couple of girls. We thought it'd be a laugh to drive him home in the truck.
Did you?
Started to. But they walked.
Were you drunk?
Yeah, kinda.
Cut it out, kid.
Yeah. The stuff you swill down you nowadays makes you goofy anyway. You know, one more drink of that stuff Eddie's delivering, and I'll take the pledge.
You better. Dave, when are you going to get that job you've been talking about so you can take care of me in my old age?
Well, I'm seeing 4 guys today, Dan. Honest.
Somebody for you, Dan.
All right, kid. Ray, I'm not policing you any more than I am anybody else who's old enough to take care of themselves. But get it into your head that the captain in there is no Jack Dempsey. Even if she does want us to think so. She's made too many batches of biscuits in her life. And she's kind of stuck on you, kid. You're so much like the old man. And you know how nutty she was about him. So, get me?
Sure. I get you.
Hey, call your shots, will you? What's the trouble? Oh, boy.
You big beanpole.
Go on, you little runt.
I'm making it my business to attend to it. Do you think it's agreeable to me, Mrs. Malone, to come here?
If you mean I think it's agreeable to you to come into a peaceful house with a chip on your shoulder and the holy fire of reform in your eye? Yes, I do that, John Evans.
It's time somebody...
When your Eddie used to stay the night here with Ray when they were children, he'd put in his prayers for the Lord to please keep you from being so good because you were always whacking him.
Then your Ray put him up to it.
What?
Sit down, Sonny. I'll have this hot in a minute.
What's the matter?
I want you to stay away from Eddie.
Oh, why? I've been leading Eddie astray again?
Trying to drag him into this crooked business of yours.
Yeah, and what's my business?
Working for a lot of murdering bootleggers, trucking liquor and staring jail in the face.
Me?
Oh, Ray's all right. I'm blaming you more than Eddie, or this fine brother of yours. I'm blaming you for not enforcing the law.
What do you want me to do? Put him in jail?
I want you to keep this brother of yours and his gang of bootleggers away from my son.
My gang?
Oh, Ray's all right, I told you.
Eddie may be working for
Eddie
that
just
gang.
told me that Ray was working
Eddie's
for
a
him.
liar. Eddie always was a little liar. That's the one thing I don't like about that guy.
You're trying to sneak out of it now.
I'm telling you I have nothing to do with
I'm
any gang.
telling you you have.
And you're a liar.
Oh, my eyes. Oh,
got it. That's all right, Ray. It's all right. I'll get it. Go on, get the cab. Get it, cab. Hurry up. Get it, cab. Keep your hands behind you, honey. That's all right. Now, don't worry. I'll take it. Now, here, come on. Now, I'll take you to the doctor. Now, keep your hands behind you. I know it hurts.
Say, did you ever hear the one about the nurse and the disinfectant salesman?
No.
Well, this guy gets into the receiving room by mistake. And the nurse grabs him.
Don't you understand that this is a hospital? Hurry up and clean that up.
Yeah, she thought he'd come for a treatment.
Get away with you. Danny?
Yes, Mother.
I'm behind, they're telling me. I can't see anymore.
Oh, they're crazy.
Ray, be quiet, honey. Am I? Danny?
The doctor's saying it.
All right.
Does it hurt, Ma?
Nothing to what it did when you were born. Let's go home.
Got a cigarette, Dan? Who won the game today? Fireman. They would. Yeah. The cops needed you pitching for him, being told. I can't pitch anymore. I'm getting too old for that. What's the matter, kid? Oh, nothing. I feel funny.
Well, I gave her something to make her sleep. You're going to have a night nurse. I gotta be back at the hospital at 6. Say, is there a movie around here? Do you have to tramp like that? Well, gee, I was up with some copper's appendix till 5 this morning.
Hello, Dan. Oh, here, wait a minute. Hi, Sarge.
Dan. Father called me up. He told me. Oh, I'm sorry, Dan.
521.
Come on in here.
So I said to him, I said, but you're my employer. And he said, but I'd like to be your daddy. So I kissed him where it was doing the most good. Yeah? Yeah, right on top of his bald spot. And it left a big bruise mark, and I hope his wife finds it. She goes,
Oh, Mama, lay that man crying down.
Don't do that. Don't look like that. I've been wanting you to for years to show you could be human, but stop Stop it. You'll have me bawling.
Oh, I can't help it. I wanted to talk to you. Where you work is near here, ain't it?
Next door. I was on my way back from lunch.
I gotta talk to somebody. The doc says, do you think... Was it my fault? I threw the thing, but I didn't mean it.
No, you meant it for my father. What if it had hit him and he'd...
Well, he'd have deserved it. The way he'd let your brother pull a wool over his eyes. I can't think.
What if you could have done it, too? Been a decent example for those kids there instead of letting them run wild. Then none of this would have happened, would it? Think of that.
You mean I'm responsible?
Yes.
For what?
For letting one thing lead to another till this happened. For being too chicken-hearted.
Me?
Yes, you. Too chicken-hearted to be anything but a good guy. Loved in front of your face and laughed at behind your back. Anything goes with good old Malone on the beach. Well, you broke up my family with it, and now...
Oh, be fair, will you,
No,
Sid?
I'm tired of that, too. Quit seeing both sides of the question, get you. From now on, I'm going to see things like I feel them.
Oh, listen.
You listen to your conscience. And every time you look at your mother...
Stop it. Maybe this could have been your fault if you want to go back to that. The way you treated me. Wisecracking every time I try to tell you something.
Who's being unfair now?
Kid.
Hey, you better quit that.
I gotta have it, Eddie. I got to. What if you couldn't look your mother in the face without knowing you...
Oh, hearts and flowers. I haven't got any mother. I guess living with the old man was so nerve-wracking she had to die to get herself some peace. That about your old lady wasn't your fault, was it? If my old man hadn't gone over there... Oh, no, nothing. Listen, this is my boss's car. How are you going to take it back from me if you're cockeyed?
That keeps you from thinking about yourself.
Hey, that's it.
Well, when will you get back?
I don't know. I gotta take this load up to a Summer Society place up in Maine, then wait till I hear from Smith. He's gonna close that warehouse, you know. Move. The federal dicks are onto that place.
Yeah, well, what'll I do, Eddie? Just bring the car back to the warehouse?
Yeah, and if anybody tries to stop you, just run like... Well, you know.
Evan?
Yeah. So long, kid. Much obliged.
That's all right, Eddie. Now be careful, won't you?
Oh, no fun in that. How are you?
Hi.
So long, Ray. So long, kid. Come on, let's go.
Come on. Where's this guy that calls himself Smith?
Even suspicious of that, huh? There are people named Smith.
Say, you must have been in vaudeville. And you'll be in Atlanta for this. Come on. Where'd you move the stuff?
I told you I was only the watchman, didn't I? Keep your mouth.
Go get him, Hank. Who is he?
I never saw him before. Take that, you big dip.
Get him, Hank! Get him! Get him! shot, did you? Oh, I got your gun, so I guess you better jump down there. I haven't done anything. Give me that gas. Get away from me, you. Give me that gun. Will you? Come here, dog. Give me that gun back. Come on. Stop there, son. Let me have it. Stop. That's gun. Have it, gun. Come on. Have it, now.
Been so tight for you, dumb cluck. Oh, if I get my hands on that guy, I'll... Oh. Well, we gotta stick with the government in something. Your duty is to find the guy that shot that federal dick. Look here. Hennessy found the cuff link in the elevator of that warehouse this morning. Yeah, give it a look. The guy that pulled off that shooting dropped it. Initial of R. Now go get him. Wait a minute. We're up against something in this election, and we've got to play ball with the federal building. Now I want the guy that shot that dick in here by morning, or I'm busting you. All of you. The hoodlums in this district have been running this whole department. Now you're going to stop them. That's all. I'm through. Huh? Being a good guy. That's all.
Polio Malone, head detective. Relentless campaign against gangsters rewarded by promotion. Malone, new detective chief. Promotion is Reform Party's answer to threats of gangs. Malone, the polio methods bring him captaincy. I was the one that gave him the idea to be a policeman. I taught him all he knows. Why don't he give me a break with the papers? My wife's always asking me, why don't you get a little publicity like this Malone, the big... Another headline for you.
Well, I didn't have anything on that outfit, Captain.
Throw it away.
How'd I know they'd pull a stick up the minute I'd let them go? They seemed like kids.
Big-hearted, huh? Listen, once I was... Never mind. You get that gang.
Well, what'll I charge?
What's the difference? You know what they get for a second and third arrest in this state. And all of those birds would be better off having their names on the book for once. And I'm going to have them on. Every mother's son of them. That's all. Who is it?
Captain's office. Now, just a minute. It's that new lawyer in the Johnson case. He says if you don't admit false arrest, He'll come over and spring Johnson on a writ of habeas corpus in an hour.
Listen, Shyster. This is Malone. Give that writ back to the judge. I thought you'd pull something like that, so I've been keeping tab on you. I ran Johnson through court while you were out playing golf, and he got 10 long years. I'm going over to court on that Caccaroni case. That judge would cave in and let those kids go if I weren't there.
Maybe he's afraid of another bomb.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the psychology of it.
Psychology.
Psychology.
That's it.
Those newspaper boys are probably out there by now. The gentlemen of the press.
Hi, Captain. Anything new? Going to continue policy of ruthless extermination, Captain?
What sector are we going to clean up today, Sapolio? Lay off of that Sapolio gag. All of it. I see that name in the papers again, and the lid's on.
All right, Dan. Meet Mr. Smith.
All right, Captain.
Mr. Smith would like to have a little talk with you.
Old man racketed himself. Oh, Manny! I'm over to the county building and tell that judge I'll be late. And wait.
Ever hear anything from Ray, Dan?
Nope. Nope.
What's the matter with you? Something's come over you in the last couple of years. Well, spill it, boss.
You remember me.
By reputation anyway, Captain.
Yeah?
Well, we just thought, Dan, that it's the...
Just a minute, Eddie. I'll do the talking, if you don't mind.
He means I've been wondering which side you're going to be on in this election that's coming up.
Why?
Well, you've made it pretty tough for some of us around here that like a little elbow room, Captain. And we don't like it.
Well, I like it. Oh, be yourself, Dan. Only the other night, Kitty was saying you're nice.
As long as you're bringing Kitty into this, I'm telling you, if it hadn't have been for her, I'd have broken your neck and tossed you away months ago. You're going from bad to worse. Be careful.
Is this the duty you're always yelling about, preaching at me?
Still. You're pretty cocky for a $400 a month dick, aren't you? Too bad this city civic league is backing you. Can't afford to pay me for enforcing the law, but you can pay me to let it slide, huh? Wait a minute. I'm busy this morning, seeing that a couple of that Southside gang of yours get 10 years. Now let me finish the oratory. I'm going through, and I'm going through on schedule. That's all. Now look here. You get out of here. I told you, did you enjoy yourself, Mr. Smith? Where's the ball? Get in close, Smith. How's it feel to you? Hey, ball 100.
Come on, kick him out of here.
Captain looks like to get a syndicate.
Yeah, it's all right. I brass platoon.
Victim left swearing billions and muttering dire threats. Why don't you quit this?
I like it.
Well, you won't if it... Yeah? Yeah?
This guy's got something for you, Captain.
Tell it to what?
Say, I just heard this guy Smith say something to Eddie Evans, and I thought you might want to hear it.
Yeah? Go ahead.
Well, this guy...
Take it off.
Well, he said, ride by the City Civic League and give them a noise. Or there must be women there anyway, and they scare easy. And then Eddie said, okay, suits me, or something like that. And then he said, give me some dough.
Sit down. Have a cigar. I'll be right back.
Headquarters of the Civic League. Tell him to keep under cover and watch out for trouble. Oh, who made the complaint? I'm making it. As usual.
No, that's a 927
Danny?
Sure, General. Whose girl are you?
Yours and Ray's.
Atta girl. Come on, sit down over here.
Oh, get away with you. I'd be helping myself. Is it Ray, Dan?
What?
Now I know it's the boy. What else will be bringing you home at this time of day? And you with this devil of arresting people you got in yet?
No, Mother. Now you gotta quit. You gotta quit forever thinking of the boy. It's killing you. I was just driving by. I was out on a roundup, so... Well, I couldn't go by without saying hello to my girl. That's all.
Where's your where's your orderly, General?
Out. Well, I hope she stays. And her always picking on me with it. What shall I do for you, Mrs. Malone? Shall I make you some broth, Mrs. Malone? As though I'd lost my stomach instead of my eyes.
Well, I gotta be going, darling.
You said it was killing me to be thinking of Ray like I do. But what's killing me, Dan, is lying in there thinking and wondering and thinking. I don't know a thing. Not a thing that's happened to the boy. If I only knew that he was in his grave. Tell me. Is he? You came home to tell me. I want to know. Is he?
I wasn't going to tell you. I couldn't get it out of my throat. I got a letter this morning from the father up in Oregon. The kid's been working in a lumbering camp, and they were rolling some logs down the side of a big hill into the river, and there was a little girl, and she got in the way of some of the logs, and the kid made a dive for her and threw her aside, and one of the logs hit the kid. Only in the foot.
Oh, Ray.
Only in the foot, Mother. The father said only in the foot. Honest, hear me? And, well, it knocked him in the river, and they couldn't find him anymore.
Thank you, Dan. I knew it all the time. Get away with you. I'm wanting my hat. I want to say prayers for the boy.
Resurrection of the body and life everlasting.
I do believe.
Will you be baptized?
I will.
Ego te baptizo in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
I'm going to take that one.
Going by was killed. There was a squad from the bureau there. They must have known something was going to happen. Did they get anybody? The car turned over right on that corner. Two of them got away, but one of them they got by the name of Evans.
You ever see anything like this?
Come on. Now, you little rat. You like it, huh? Well, I told you it wouldn't someday. That pineapple of yours killed a man. You swing for this.
Sit down.
Get out of here.
A long time ago, Captain, you told me to call on you in your office. So I am. To tell you that...
Wait, Kitty. I know how you feel about Eddie. Even if he was, listen.
Did you listen when my brother told you that it was the man who was in the car with him who threw that thing? No, you didn't. You didn't have the other man. But you had Eddie. So you third-degreed him. You used him as your answer to the underworld. You, the great Malone, the baby's nightmare, Sapolio'd him. Railroaded him. Hung him by his neck till he was dead. For a publicity stunt.
I did my duty. The evidence proved...
All the evidence proved was that you've gotten too big to give the other fellow a break. You could have helped him. They'd let him go if you hadn't been such a god of justice. But I'm hard, too, now, and cold inside myself like you, only harder and colder. So I'm going to get you. That's what I wanted to tell you. I'm going to get you some way where it'll hurt. Break you into little pieces and step on them till you cry like I've been crying. Copper?
Yeah, but he could give somebody else a chance to make a pinch once in a while, couldn't he? I started Malone being a copper. What you think the whole of the duty he's always talking about is to turn me into a filing clerk.
Oh, you through, Miss Evans?
No. Would these
divided in the bill just as the percent. 57, 26, cents of the house. Extending our proposal, which stirred up nearly 10 years of controversy between states elected and league and those which became representations, was approved by the House last session, and final enactment of the present measure has been decided upon before the summer recess. Beginning with this discussion, and final enactment of the present measure has been decided upon before the summer recess. In addition to an enumeration of persons living in the United States, the census would embrace a survey of unemployment. It would be taken in November by enumerators and experts employed under civil service regulations.
I'm not believing a word of it. Nowadays, you can't even believe the weather reports, and... Ooh, I think I'll say good night to the boy. Go to bed. Good night, Sonny. Get away with you. I'll be hustling myself.
You like the high power, I like it much better than the liquid. You all put everything. Coming to see you, dearie. I put them in the permanent room.
Ray, I thought you were.
Croaked, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I rode down to tell the old lady that. You see, I was in a stick-up that got me 5 years, so... But I just found out some dick I thought I'd killed here didn't die. I just heard about it. So I didn't feel so bad then. And another guy and I lammed away from a couple of hicks that was taking us to the pen and came east. Nearly tore my hand off getting rid of that bracelet. Now listen. I've got to lay low until this thing blows over, but I...
What if they catch you?
You ought to be in one of those jails out west. I suppose I ought to let Dan know. But from what you hear, he's become a regular rough on rats. Say, what got into him, kid? Gosh, I thought you and he would be married by now.
No.
No? See, I went over to your old house, but I couldn't...
We moved.
Yeah? Well, where's Eddie? That's what I wanted to find out. Is he...
He's undercover, too.
Yeah?
But I can get to him. I see him every day. I'll tell him. Where are you staying?
Oh, I got a room, Why?
Well, say, Eddie, you know, you asked me. I'll bring him myself. We'll see you tonight. Where you're staying, it'd be too dangerous out.
Yeah. Listen. It's 36 River Street. The name's Wilson. See?
We'll be there at 6.
All right, Eddie. Oh, I saw my mother last night. I had to. I just looked at her. I mean, she didn't see me. I couldn't look at her when that happened to her eyes. It's funny how nothing affects you anymore after a while, ain't it?
Yeah. You better go now, Ray. Not safe for you here.
Well, I'll see you at 6 tonight.
Yes. Mutual 3100. Detective Bureau? I want to speak to Captain Malone's secretary. Sergeant Watts? This is Kitty Evans speaking. Listen.
Oh, my, it just makes you glow all over, doesn't it?
Who? Well, listen, Captain. I'll do this talking. Your squad hasn't made a pinch to amount to anything in weeks. So I'm busting you up. You go to the 13th precinct, you go to the 10th, and you go to the coroner's office with the rest of the stiffs. Get that? Give me the address. You bet. And we got to keep in with our tipsters, don't we? I'm putting the fear of the law into this town, and I'm not doing it with goodwill. And if I can't count on you broken arches, I'll do it alone. That's all. A dame just phoned me. Give me a tip on the hideaway of the last of this Casaroni gang. This dame was sore, Captain. This Casaroni threw her over, see? She's out to get him. And this is the payoff. Give me the address and everything. She's got him framed for 6 o'clock, see? It's a cinch.
Send somebody.
Oh, but you said you wanted to do these jobs yourself, didn't you? This will give you a chance to show them. This gal sings soprano, I tell you. She's on the level.
On the level.
Well, she told me Casaroni had a job on for tonight. We got to get there by 6. If we don't, maybe tomorrow we'll have another gang killing on our hands and in the papers. Maybe it'll give me an appetite. Something's wrong with me. Come on. Okay, Captain. Where's that
I'll buy you another one.
I'll take the money, dearie.
He's dead! He's dead! Come on, get out! Come on!
36 River Street.
Wilson? Yeah, 3rd floor front. Thank you. Pretty soon nobody will be able to tell them from society. Are you alone?
Yeah. Where's Eddie?
What's that for? Don't you trust me?
Oh, sure, Kitty, but I gotta beat it, see? Quick. I can't wait to see anybody. A federal dick just recognized me. I pushed him over. He hit his head. It killed him. No fooling this time. Oh, I didn't mean to do it, but if those government dicks get me, I have to come to get this rod. Oh, now, don't worry, Kitty. Nobody knows where I am, don't you see? So I'll have a couple of hours start on him anyway. Did you tell Eddie?
Wait! Thought I heard something.
What?
Nothing, I guess I thought it might be...
The cops? They don't know. Why'd you say that?
Ray, for God... Go, hurry! No, wait. You'll catch you.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you'd done this. It's too late.
The cops. They've trailed me.
No, they didn't. I'm trying to tell you, Ray. Ray, listen to me.
I hear you.
Listen to me.
Fire escape valve. What's that? Here they come. They can pull this back, see?
Go away. Go back. I framed this to get you here. I wanted to do something to you, but I don't now. Please, Dan. You'll be sorry if...
Sorry that your arms have got me, Kitty. I've been waiting...
Stop. You're going to hate me.
Hate you, Kitty.
Someone's coming up the fire escape.
Draw 'em up. Turn... Wait.
Hello, Dan.
Oh, kid. How are you?
Not so good.
You phoned my office for this?
Well, I met him, and I knew I could get you word it hurt if I made you send him back to jail. I told you I'd get you.
You...
But I didn't know. Danny, he's killed somebody. Killed? This afternoon.
Yeah, I didn't mean it.
You double-crossed me, huh?
Dan!
Shut up. Come on, kid. I'll get you away. Funny bumping into dead ones like this. Ain't it, Captain? Much obliged, Miss Evans. This'll give Captain Malone a chance to do his duty. And ow.
Do something! Do something!
Yeah, call up the reporters and the photographers on this one, eh?
He's giving you the razz.
Well, he's razzed me for years. So turnabout's fair play, ain't it? Pinch him, Captain, so they can go back and serve that sentence. And then see if you feel as big as you think you are.
You too, huh? All right.
All the wagon. Okay.
Dan!
I can't do it.
Wait a minute.
Here, kid. This is all I've got. Get a freight going north. Keep away from the stations and the ferry.
You wait a minute. You ain't the only policeman on the force, Malone. How about my duty?
He's got you, Dan. Just a minute.
But he's killed somebody. I didn't know when I phoned you. Don't you see if you take him now?
The payoff's right, Miss Evans. You little stool pigeon. You got me the way you wanted, huh? All right. But how about the kid here and his mother? Thinking he's dead. And then happen to find him in this shape.
I suppose it would kill her to know this.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't
You
know.
selfish little...
Me? Yeah, but you too. Making yourself into a devil just to spite yourself.
I've been doing my duty. Yes, and I'll do it now.
You, that's all you've been thinking of. You couldn't see that one extreme would be as bad as another, could you? You've been freezing your conscience to keep it from nagging at you for what it did to your mother. And freezing me till I couldn't feel anymore. Till you got too hard for common pity. Both of us, if you hadn't, if I hadn't, if.
How many ifs make a river? 160. And me in the middle.
Ah, quit yelling at each other, will you? You've been doing it all your lives. Seems to me I'm the go to this party. But I got some sense. You know, that's one thing going from bad to worse does for a guy. It gives him perspective. I suppose it would do something to Ma now to know about me, wouldn't it? And you too, Dan, having to pinch me. Well, if you all keep your mouths shut for a change, you can put me over with the name I've been using. Wilson. So Ma won't know anyway.
So you really are. It's bound to come out at the trial.
Yeah, that's right. I thought of that. Hey, wait a minute, will you? I want to get my toothbrush.
You call the wagon. I can't take him.
Goodbye. You beanpole.
Oh, Ray. Kid. Ray.
Is he? Is he?
Yeah. Out.
Oh.
Wilson's okay with me, Captain.
You said you'd make me cry. Well, I'm doing it.
Dan, forgive me.
I can't think very well. Maybe you ought to forgive me, too. And the Lord forgive the both of us.
Dan.
Kitty.